Well, it's time for another review. And yes, it hasn't been a week yet, but there's something coming very soon. No, actually, just later. Why I say soon? Before we start this video, I need to say something about the channel. I want to actually start talking about discussions around the Whovian community, since I'm a Whovian Maverick, or I just call myself that. I really just want to talk about like things I don't like that the Whovian community does, like just hating on Jada Whittaker's doctor. I hate that. Personally, that's a pet peeve on the internet. But yeah, I really want to make like some actual discussions on my channel. And the last time I made a discussion on my channel, and the only time I did that is when I talked about season 11 and my thoughts on it. And I can link that video around here somewhere. And I thought that was very fun because I got to talk about how I felt about season 11 and how the trailers described the series. So I feel like I should do that again with season 12 and more like around the internet, because I feel like I haven't talked about that at all. So I can expand the channel. So yeah, I could have that coming out. Now we can start the review. City of Death. City of Death is an interesting episode, but it's not bad particularly. Actually, it's objectively very good. Maybe subjectively, but I'm gonna say objectively because I see a lot of people liking this episode, and I see why. I don't really like it because I don't get why everyone likes it. I guess it's fine for the most part. It's better than the two other stories I've reviewed so far, and it is cool, but it's a bit. So there's some parts. So I find the final part of this episode very underwhelming. Like very much underwhelming. I was expecting so much. Let's talk about the villain at first. Scaroth, who is the last of his kind, and his kind, how his kind died, is they tried to time travel. They blew up. So Scaroth was like, I'm gonna hide in Paris, France. I'm gonna hide as a person, and I'm gonna try to control time so I can avenge. Almost did that, because you can't have a monster without the doctor. Boom! There you got a Doctor episode that's really good. Now let me tell you why people think it's good. I think it's because of for starters, the location. It takes place in Paris, France, and you can see the Eiffel Tower and stuff. I find that really cool. But another thing is that it's Scaroth, who is a really good villain, and I find him really intimidating. A lot of people do. I find him really intimidating, especially like how he is a crazy one-headed alien with green goop all over his head, with like one eye, and he intimidates the doctor at one point where the doctor time travels back to meet Leonardo DiCaprio. But then it finds out that Scaroth is Leonardo DiCaprio, and then the doctor is a little shocked there. And then it gets a little weird. But also another subplot is that Scaroth is trying to copy and steal the Mona Lisa. And that makes sense because that's the reason why the doctor travels back to meet Leonardo DiCaprio. So about Mona Lisa. And Scaroth has been making copies of the Mona Lisa. So the doctor finds out that Scaroth is actually trying to find the real one through time, by using time. So the doctor stops him as usual. After everything goes according to plan, he goes back to his planet. And then his plan is almost finished, but the doctor stops him at the right moment when he dies. By an explosion. But it was at the last minute, like. Yeah. my question is, why is it called City of Death? I want to talk about the title for a sec. Okay, title. Why is it called City of Death? Sure, you can use Paris, France as a city, but there really isn't a City of Death in this entire episode. Like, Scaroth's planet isn't really a City of Death either. Like, where's City of Death shine? What does that mean? There isn't a single city in this whole episode that has dead bodies, corpses, and graves anywhere. At this point, you can call it a City of Death if it has a cemetery. It must be like a huge cemetery if you want to call it City of Death. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why it's called that. I don't know. It could be called. I don't want to come up with these. Maybe I can come up with a few things, but I feel like it shouldn't be called City of Death. Let me talk about the actors. The acting now. The acting's really good. Tom Baker is great as usual, you know. Scarf and all. And also he's always a little goofy, and I love that. Everyone loves him for that. And then we have Lola Ward doing fine. She's actually really good in this episode because she's very supportive, and she also helps a lot. Like a lot. And then we meet this new character, Duggan, who at first you might think he's a new companion, but he's like an assistant companion for only the whole episode. That's it. He's like kind of like a detective, and he tries to help the Doctor. He does a lot. He's even involved in the final act where he stops Scaroth. So yeah, there's a lot on him. I just don't find him why he didn't join the TARDIS crew. I feel like he would have fitted. But at the end of the episode, the Doctor gives Duggan a photo of a Mona Lisa, a little photo of Mona Lisa as a gift, and I find that really sweet. So after that, they leave, and the episode ends. How do I talk about everything? The acting's good. So the plot, solid, pretty solid. What I love about Doctor Who is it has slow pacing, so of course it's gonna have that. So I can't really complain because I don't like fast pacing, like really fast pacing. I just don't like that. There really isn't a lot of traveling in this episode. There's a lot of running and walking. So if you like episodes where the Doctor goes to a city and tries to investigate something, this is one of the episodes for you, which I think a lot of people like. What's my personal opinion? Do I have any problems with it? Let's discuss that. My problem with this episode is that I love an episode. My favorite kind of episodes of Doctor Who are episodes where we meet a new alien, but like the concept of the alien is very interesting. Much like the Vashtin Rada from the Silence of the Library, where you figure out that you have to, or like Midnight. I like those kind of episodes because they have a concept around it, you know, an idea. Scaroth just seems like an ordinary leadership-ish villain who's trying to conquer and save his own and avenge his own people. So there isn't really that much original idea into it, for much of the villains anyway. So I guess this episode is a 4-parter. The setting, I have to say, the location is great. Top notch. 10 out of 10. Not top notch. My problem is just I just like those episodes. I like those episodes where the monster has a cool concept and idea behind it. I just like Leisure Hive because in the Leisure Hive they have like these machines and they have these things that happen to their body once they die, and it's really cool. With Scaroth, they don't really there's not a lot of exposition through his species. I love exposition through species. I love that. They do it with a lot of episodes I like. Another example could be Tomb of the Cybermen, because they show us how they get their leader. They show us their planet for once, which is pretty cool. They show where they come from, and they show how they can wake up and kill everybody in sight. So yeah. So I like those episodes. Episodes like that are not like that are hopefully okay. There will be a lot of like Monsters of the Week episodes, which is basically Doctor Who, but it's not New Doctor. New Doctor Who is better. So yeah, my gripes with this episode is just that. I don't like it because of that. Everything else, this new music is very, very French music. Like, it doesn't feel like Doctor Who music. Like, if I showed you the music, it doesn't sound like Doctor Who. It more sounds like music that you'll hear in like a French sitcom. So, the music is good. It fits the location very well. The writing is good. And then, no, that's it. My only problem was this exposition. That's my only problem. Because I love that. I love that with alien stories. Especially when they take the aliens seriously and their species seriously. I like that very much. So, yeah, that was my review of Doctor Who and the City of Death. I like everything else. And I find everything just really nice. Nothing's off. But it's not my personal favorite. It's just here's the thing. I'll be completely honest. It's barely as good as Invasion of Time. Barely. So it barely escapes that. So with that, I'm just gonna give it like a 4 out of 5, just to be safe. Because yes, I don't like it completely. Everything else is really good. But I just don't like the aliens in this story. I want more aliens, you know? Because I love goofy costumes. Maybe the budget is that printed all this alien stuff. It's probably the budget. But I'll accept this. This is a really good story. And with that, I'll give it a 4 out of 10, City of Death. And, yes, I will do more videos on here, but I want to play safe so I don't get too busy with videos. So I want to play safe. And yes, the reason why I'm uploading this on a Sunday on Easter is because on not this Tuesday but next Tuesday, I will do I'll start doing the Key to Time trilogy, because that's a long trilogy and I don't wanna, because I'm gonna do 3 reviews on April, so every month I'm gonna do like 3 to 4 reviews each month. And I want to keep a convenient schedule for this channel. So, next Tuesday will be, we'll start with the Ripos operation. And then, after that, we'll move along until the Key of Time is over. Which will probably we'll probably finish until like early June or something like that. So yeah. See you guys later, and this is Movie Maverick signing off. And watch more videos, because I have a lot of videos on here. Like a lot. So, but if you don't like it, that's okay. Just watch another YouTuber's, another Whovian YouTuber, content, because clearly I have some inspiration from them, and I got some inspiration to do these videos because of them. So, you can look on my channel and see the channels I like, other Whovian channels I like, and you can see how I became or wanted to do this in the first place. So, see you guys later, and this is Whovian Maverick signing off. Goodbye.